Well, it's a huge welcome back to Mitch Fossier. Mitch, welcome back to the Panthers for a second season and playoff champion. Is that phrase? I swear it's probably not got old yet on you, has it?
No, I don't think that one's gonna get old. I'm excited to come back. Super stoked everything worked out, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Obviously, you didn't come in at the start of the season, and when you go somewhere mid-season, it can be not with risks at times. How do you feel it went? We'll talk about the playoffs very shortly, but as a whole, how did you settle in Nottingham?
Yeah, I mean, it was fantastic. You just said anytime you go anywhere new, it's always a little bit of a risk. I mean, no matter how much you do your research and what you hear, you never really know what to expect until you're there. So, yeah, just from the time I got there, it personally it worked out really well. The team, was really clicking. So, yeah, like it was, um, it was, I don't know if I've ever had a season that's gone that well throughout the entire season. So, I had so much fun, so grateful to be a part of the organization. And yeah, like I said, I'm so excited to be able to do it again.
How soon did you realise it was a special room? Because obviously we came close in the league title bid, close in the Challenge Cup bid before winning the playoffs. How early on did you kind of look around the room and think we can do something as a team this year?
I think pretty quick. I think normally you can get a pretty good pulse on that, sooner than later. So, I mean, I think guys just genuinely enjoyed coming to the rink and being with each other. And we were clicking on the ice too. So, there was lots of, different dynamics on the team um, that were really strong. And, I think it was pretty evident pretty quickly with some of the success we had. When I got there, the team was, like I said, starting to click. And I think we went on maybe a 10 game winning streak, or maybe we lost maybe 10 games without losing a game in regulation, something like that. But it was pretty evident that we had something special in the room and that, we were more than capable of winning something.
Just how important is it as well about getting a core group of players back? Because that's what Omar and Danny are doing.
Yeah, it's so huge. I mean, I think especially with the way this league works and, how the regular season is, so important, obviously. And that's the big trophy. I think anytime you can come into a season, you can have that core and you can start the season off with already having some chemistry. It makes all the difference in the world because the nature of it is there's going to be growing pains on, any team. So to be able to have, a little bit of a head start goes such a long way.
Now, last time I think we spoke, we kind of shouted a few words at each other on the ice. I grabbed you just moments after you'd scored that winner. I can't remember what we said, but just can you sum into words the emotion of that game?
Probably not, but yeah, I mean, gosh, I don't remember what we said on the ice, but it was such a crazy game. Even outside of like playing hockey, I don't know if I've ever like heard of a game that was, a championship game that sort of had those events happen. It was, just ridiculous. So, yeah, I mean, it's sunk in a little bit. It's so grateful to be able to be a part of it and to be able to win for a fan base like Nottingham. I mean, I think just how passionate these fans are about the team. And obviously, the events that happened last year, I think, played a part in that. A city that was just looking for something good to happen. So to be able to, play a part in delivering that to them, and I mean, it was so cool to be able to see what it meant to so many people in the organization too that have been here for so long. So to be a part of that was really special, and yeah, just grateful.
And as you can imagine, me, like many, have watched, the final and certainly your goal back so many times. I swear in your winning one, the one that counted, it takes you a second to react. Does the moment does it take a moment to realize it was almost like it was in slow motion?
Yeah, I do remember that. I remember I remember shooting the puck and thinking like, oh, I did not put that where I wanted to. And so yeah, I never saw it went in. I don't know if I just like heard the place but yeah, I don't know. I didn't see it going, and then I kind of maybe I saw Alfie's reaction or something, and got the memo. So it's a bit of a blur, but I do remember that.
It was a great moment, and obviously, our photographers at Panthers Images captured that great moment when you guys just jump around the ice. I just wonder as well how hard it was emotionally for you guys to lift yourself after that first disallowed goal, and then whether maybe it helped that they had one too.
Yeah, it was definitely tough. I mean, you think there's a sense of obviously a release when you think you're one and the season's over. And yeah, to find out it didn't count was definitely tough. So I think the guys like did a really good job of rallying. But it certainly wasn't easy. And yeah, the same thing. Obviously, they went through it too. And I when they scored, I didn't think for a second that it was going to be called back until I saw the replay up on the jumbotron. I was like, oh, actually, he did make contact. So. Um, yeah, I've never, played in a hockey game with that many emotional swings, and it was certainly tough at points, but I think it goes to show the group that we have. Like, I mean, we just have so many good players, and that bring like a great presence to not just the locker room, but on the bench. So I think as much as one could be, I suppose we did a pretty good job of staying collective um and somehow finding a way.
Yeah, he certainly did, and he certainly brought a lot of smiles to Panthers fans' faces. It's great to have you back, Foss.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you.